per hour to supplement our farming activity. And in short term, which is, let's say, next 12 to 18 or 24 months, set up a new processing plant as part of our upgradation program and go up to capacity of 4,000 birds per hour. So it will be 2,000 birds per hour, scalable to 4,000, so we create capacity for future. And this is very important because as the markets are going to expand with imports coming down, the import substitution, which is going to happen, will definitely increase the volumes of poultry. The other balancing factors are to match the capacity of breeder and hatchery farm so that they are able to balance the production capacity that we have created in the farm and in the processing plant. And the last one is to finalize our entry strategy into 3 specific markets, which is Ghana, Ivory Coast, and Cameroon. You take any discussion?
We'll have it offline after we have behind schedule. Is any major question or clarification? Is pretty straightforward. Yeah.
Okay, the aqua area. The idea is, with the primary focus in next year, become the lowest cost producer of tilapia and catfish in Nigeria and Ghana, and split production in both Ghana, Nigeria, and India. Primary focus next year, the final is the cost of production. That's going to be right. Action plan. Relationships with 2 or 3 companies to achieve the best SCR with the cost factor to be brought down. Scale up hatching operations, that's the heart of the business. So if we have our own hatchery with the best brood stock, the species that we're growing, that's half the battle won. We already done that in Nigeria and it's very interest. Scale up the work on achieving defined milestones. Strengthen data analytics team with the goal to be online measures. Create model and implement the modern security systems on land and water. We know how major challenges we have, and I'm sure it will be navigated. Marketing effort, people distribution, this is also a challenge. If you have to scale up, the volume going up, we need to be ready with our sales and marketing efforts. The other efforts that we will do to get the basic resources of land, water bodies, and any licensing that is required. Social inclusion has to be part of agriculture because we tend to be in remote areas. So CSR is a major component of our business. And finally, continuous R&D and medical development. Not only do we need to import the food stock we already have, but constant improvement, genetic development, to make sure that there is no inbreeding and we keep continuously having the best quality breeds as we go on. That's it.
Next year, I will not do this. So yes, trade distribution. Again, leadership provision in each country that we operate, then we focus. Talk about leadership vision and 2 3. Important 3 years is standing to get net profit figures. It's still net profit figures actually before we decide before we line up. The program will be giving our report at what business or distribution. We've got to take advantage of each one and we should get a competitive advantage as a institution. We need assumptions with the distribution and finance Uh, one second. We had silos, as what do you call it, of distribution separate, trade separate, finance separate, wholesale separate, issue separate. We've got to find a way to integrate them to be able to capture all the benefits of the expertise that we have. Today that's worked beautifully in those two countries that I mentioned. We produce that. Economy of Benin, Nigeria, and Nigeria is sort of, and the small countries of the usually all countries was financial. But the countries we go to, we sit every day, we talk every day, plan every day. So, similarly, I think countries they were able to plan this one together. So, yeah. So action plan to deeper distribution in each country will be the same thing. We've got to open the audience because of Nigeria, we've got to do that in Nigeria. So each country must have an action plan to do confidence in the distribution. Plus getting the maybe learning a bit from India, learn how to get technically, for exactly modeling agriculture. Now, these other products I discussed again in my earlier talk. We've got to make sure that we have a plan for supply of molecular so not products. And new product reports, again here, it will be important in less than $1. I think for what you see for new products, that's the competition, that's the this. I think less important to say Nigeria, where you can develop agriculture about see here I'm talking about several countries at the same time. So really the action plan, particularly starting implemented more by the businesses tomorrow or today, rather than wait until the need of the action plan. I'm talking generally about environment or HR business. So, you all will give this numbers tomorrow in the action plan, deep distribution numbers, also try to do distribution. Wholesale business also, the focus on four supplier and customers. I talk about integrating each country, give national plan for integrating, or start thinking about integrating what Florida does with what you do in wholesale, because the customers are common. So I think some sort of plan to see how this benefit from both these integrated, it could be perhaps a good idea. Consistent network of wholesale services and food. This is actually, I'm saying it here because some countries have not reached that level. Wherever we have not reached that level, then those countries must talk about the fact from February or April or March. There will be not profitability. And we have planned for it. The plans over will have some deeper assumptions. Greater focus on structuring this country support organization. Again, this depends upon if this is for each country. So some of the businesses will talk about this, some of them will not. It's more important countries where there's growth happening. So we talk about block structure for this country as well. Which will automatically give us the integration. So I would like to trade component in the trading group as we talk about the plan for a long-term consistent investment in the interest of non-resident efforts. What is our plan? So this is not from the procurement trade side for each country. So for example, for Bharat, we will talk about how we can do, do this, what's the action plan for this. New products, as I said, we talk about, others we don't talk about that. state of government to DOC, dealerships, basically Nigerian like this. Yeah. So again, as I said, my presentation is more general. This is a specifics of this project.
Funding, poultry and aqua is our focus area. And we are going to be investing a lot in that. So the first point is fundraising will be a continuous exercise for the next 5 years. And funds we will be exploring in advance. We do not want to start projects without having the funding in place. Then to fund expansion of fixed assets in local currency because of this exchange risk. Our target is to fund all the fixed assets in the local currency, and if we do foreign currency, then we are trying to ensure that forex risk cover is arranged. Also, from this West Africa being an expatriate company, we feel that minority equity participation from strong institutions like IFC and others should be explored for mitigating the risk, but without control not being diluted at all. So that we will be taking. Profits also we want to have, we do have an internal policy. So profits will be reinvested as per our policy. As again, the policy we want to have for these high-risk countries. Assets at risk in high-risk countries should not be more than a certain percentage of our net worth. To ring-fence our liability for each country and business, we are working on a strategy for that. Funding strategy for business growth will be, some of these are specific items which have started, like we want to close the CBN tax first round of funding. We want to also develop alternate funding options, IFC, and we are exploring all options. We work on that. We finalize our minority and strategic investment partner structure to ring-fence the liability of each country. Plan for assets at risk in high-risk countries like Nigeria, DRC, not more than a defined percentage. And in order to facilitate prospects of institutional funding, we need to work on the following: corporate governance program, audit by the Big 20, gap reporting, and succession planning in place. These are broad areas we are working on for our funding, along with Swedish and central finance team.
So, the specific plan submitted as part of the budget reductions, or
Yeah, we will have time frame this thing for all the.
tomorrow we
Yeah.
will be finance part.
Yeah, you can do that.
Finance is a legal part of the business, so I think.
Finance team can work on that.
Yeah.
Will all these things you think so far will take 3 years, or you will do most of it in 2 years? What do you think? Will it take 3 years? The results may take 3 years, but actions will take 3 years, or actions will be done in 1 year.
You're asking us, it's a good question. What do you think?
No, not only on funding, for all level.
I think it depends. Some of the actions may even finish in 12 months. Like some of the actions are already done while we are speaking. So generally speaking, maybe say 12 to 18 months, but there could be some specifics which may take even longer than 18 months. Like setting up a new processing plant may take a little longer time. While the existing plant upgradation may happen, say, earlier, which is the case now.
The only reason I'm asking this question, which you must think, is these are all very important things to be done, and they seem very logical to what you're trying to achieve. We must ensure that we are patient to wait for the results, but we should not, do something and then wait. Results will come. So I think we just need to be mindful. If the results of something is going to take 3 years, but how will I know in 18 months that it's working? And how will I know? So interim milestones, just a thought for all of you as you plan. That's all. The last one.
The idea is to finalize the org structure in line with our new mission, recruit while developing existing people and focus on institution building mindset. That's a key focus that we would like to ensure that now the new talent strategy should be of institution building rather than individual building, so that we are creating an organization rather than creating individuals in this company.
Okay, the action plan, and this is being touched upon by Ashwin is earlier as well. Also, this is a very critical part of the whole, what we call the theme here, during our planning, very critical part of that. Finalize the revised or tweaked org chart that has been discussed. RPRP, what we're talking about amongst the existing team. That will probably include plugging the gaps that exist in the RPRP section. Hire as per RG for the lifetime.
Required available gap. So if you have gaps at this point of time, then we hire people at the right time.
Agree on specific training of senior leadership. This is development, part of our development strategy for the existing human resources that we have. Design periodic training programs for all the staff. This again has been spoken about, but the plan is to implement starting in this year itself. And to foster the institution building mindset. This again is a theme of the study, and we're hopeful that by the end of tomorrow, there will be a distinct shift in mindset.
I didn't understand drag, but the question I have is, are you going to do a capacity lead model or a capacity lag model? What I mean by that is, do you first put feet on the ground, and then the business comes, or you see the business coming and then you hire? Or is it a mix depending on, because both have implications.
So this is, I think this is more about the RPR, yeah. Right.
That is one, but yes, I mean, RAG will always be there. It depends on which area we are discussing. So, for example, if it is production, then it is a lag model. You first create a capacity and you put people. While on the other side, take example of marketing, you first put people on the ground and then the marketing actually happens. So it's a mix of it.
Let me ask you a question. When you're hiring in Africa, do you find your company's brand people recognize, want to join, or is it hard to find, or maybe you find people but they may not be great? What's the challenge in getting the right person for the right job?
There will be various challenges depending on the kind of business also. Correct me if I'm wrong, but in the trading distribution segment, it's not as much of a challenge. But in aqua, it is a challenge. And first of all, in Africa, essential, and secondly, aqua per se is a very niche. It's not as developed an industry as the trading wholesale and the wholesale is.
Even trading and distribution.
Getting the right kind of people is getting the right kind.
I think it's a relative. It's tough to get the right kind of people.
Last 6 months, my experience last 6 months.
I mean, you get people, but to get right kind of people is always a problem. So, and secondly, then you are looking at people who have to be located in Africa. So, I mean, there are a little bit of hurdles, but over a period of time, we see that we are able to find our way.
See, there are two kinds of companies. There are talent traders and talent academies. So talent traders are who keep hiring at lateral level. And then there are companies which are like ITC, Unilever, LLT. They say, the cheapest way is to hire young people, groom them, equip them, inject them with your ways of working and grow them. There are strategies you have which are, and in many cases, when you get into new areas, you have to acquire people because you don't have ready-made skills. So you acquire somebody. So how do you create that strategy of, one is lead and lag, and second is do I acquire or do I build? Now in trading, mainly you can acquire because you need a smart guy who's commercially savvy. But as you move into production and becoming a more integrated company, the ability to hire right people, they're easier to also hire young right people and develop them. Therefore, the effort you require to get your teams going.
I think again it will be a mix there also, because when you are setting up the business, that time you require skilled people to be with you. And initially you hire people who have knowledge, who have experience. They allow you, they enable you to build your business. Once you are at a given level, and now you can look at, say, mentoring people along with you.
So again, it's going to be executive. Perhaps, say for example, poultry, we are almost reaching to that stage where we are in a position to take newer talents into the organization. But say where we are, and maybe Ghana is a stage where we are in a position to take Nigeria, where we are first starting with experienced people. And then gradually, as the stage comes, perhaps we'll have newer talent working with us so that we build our own pool.
Typically, what we do in Boga was we hire new, fresh fisheries graduates, at them work with us with education in India, and post a year and a half there, we bring them down. That's the one strategy that has worked. But it's tough. You can just mention something that for 3 years that
Because 3 years to find the sales manager and so 3 years of interview and series and trying every single option to find the right person. It's extremely hard, and the people, other people we got them not so well trained, and we trained them in-house for all these years. And we are trying to get the right people with the right education, and we actually build them up. It takes between up to 1 year for every person new coming that we actually get them to work in our way of working instead. So and we had quite a high rotation. We had other people that came for 3 months, and after 3 months we evaluated it's not good enough, so we did not give them another contract. So we let them go and we found somebody else because we didn't want to promote inefficiency in the company and give the impression that it's okay for the newcomers to work less. So we simply said no more contracts. So we look for somebody else, another person, 3 months, and all that. So it was it's harder and harder in Europe to find the right people these days. And also the problem is that the workforce, the requirements are higher and higher all the time, and you need to make sure that you have the right people, and it's not another company coming and offering them 200 euro or 500 euro extra and then they disappear overnight. So it's extremely tough in Europe at the moment to find the right people.
Also the skilled
The
person
skilled
as,
people is terrible.
as the one that we hired is been for instance 9 years in another company. So you get only some moment in time that you can actually hire a very good person, because otherwise they are just working and you don't have access to those, and you don't want those that change the job all the time, every year or so. So it's very good.
You can see the fact about what's happening in the chat but one word I came up to going to say about a couple of words about what the chat. We have a tremendous amount of expertise in our business. She calculation, which is number. And the challenge really is to be able to, and plus business is changing from trading to production. But our competitive advantage is to be able to utilize the strength of expertise that we have by training, coaching, and making sure that the existing solid unit we have is able to manage the different scenario. So we have, as probably all you know, we have taken some steps to do coaching, and we plan to do that to be able to make that our existing people are able to do the necessary thing to be able to adapt themselves to the change scenario. So that is what we, so a very essential component of the RPRP is not about getting into the gaps, which it is, but RPRP is also for the existing people to be able to take on the new roles, new scope, amended roles, and be able to perform, in their capacities or new capacities. This is what we
So any comments? If there is any strategic focus area that you think has not been covered, you can share. But these are the 5 that the vice mayor had decided. Any initial reactions? Yes.
Just going back to that presentation, he had 3 blocks. I think one was big products, there was something else, there was equal distribution. I just wanted to comment that sometimes it's not always going to be mutually exclusive. One has to happen as a result of the other. So whether it's a physical outlet or applying for a hotel or building a brand, you couldn't have no choice but to increase the number of products. That's what's going to give you loyalty. You can't build a brand and say, I only sell salmon. That's what I'm struggling with today. Yes, I'm selling doing very well. How do we become known for other products as well? I can't go to Taj and say, I'm going to provide you with salmon. If I'll go to someone else who's going to give them salmon and cheese and other things as well. So that's something you're going to have to really go hand in hand. Yeah.
Yeah, I said it's I agree with you. And so it's as well. So different countries, because I was talking about genuine scenario, very specific situations, and I agree with you that you are doing production in many people distribution. So
Okay, so can we get into our business huddles, business groups?
Yeah.
So let's do that physically first, then we can decide by the function. So aqua,
Yeah.
wherever judge is standing.
Yeah.
We'll of course give you poultry. Yeah, poultry. Please. Who else? Retail. Yeah. Yeah, Naveen. Who else is there? Retail. Okay. Then distribution. That's the big group. Come here. Distribution. Come here. Let's see. Then we figure out the rest.
It should be countrywide.
Yeah, but we should let's make it right now distribution country wise. Distribution, please come here. We'll figure that out. Danny, you are also distribution, huh? Actually, you have to clarify. They are country or they are distribution? I don't know what we do now. Okay, trading group is country. The reason I'm calling you is that we can look at the other people and distribute them. Actually, can you please help distribute the functions into the relevant groups? So, PB can go to one group, Manish fits into which group? Okay.
Financial is separate one.
No, we're doing mission. So, Rupal can go to retail group and PB can go to GR. Okay, who is left now? आप तो सब जगह हो आप संतोष is which person?
Trading side, trading.
Who is there? Arun? This group is going to my God. Already wala Maharati is. What about Ravi? Where is your KG go? KG? Okay, everybody's here. Okay, listen to the exercise. Okay, and you can go outside and do this. So that's the incentive. Okay. Number one, create your mission, keeping in mind all the inputs so far, which is who's your customer, what is with the customer, and what is unique about the way with the customer. That's number one. Number two, all business heads have done some pre-work. I had asked 4 questions. The 4 questions I had asked business heads was, what went well last year and what didn't go so well and what are the implications? So what do you think about that? Second, ask them what kind of support they get and what kind of support they want. So that is the second one. The third was what is competition do better than you and what do you do better than competition. So factor that in subtly into your question. And lastly, what is that one or two big breakthrough ideas you have? Now, the breakthrough idea, don't present it right now. We'll use it for tomorrow when you look at it, but you will get some more ideas. So when you are sharing your vision, pick up whatever is relevant from the pre-work and share that also so that you don't have a presentation of pre-work, but it's sort of there. Okay? Clear everyone? Pre-work, whatever pre-work is done, whatever is relevant, you can talk about it and share your vision. So we'll be finishing the entire business part. Then we'll get into new ideas and tomorrow we look at what we do differently. So, including tea break, I'm going to give you 40 minutes. Yeah, and you have to clarify this book, yeah. 40 minutes, including tea break.
You know, for the mission, and it's going to be different for each time. So I think what you're going to use is, I think, particular different from these. So make sure the barrier work have to also. One thing is clear is that we are doing. So further very clear, what you are. That's one you. So that's one you. Then there's a sort of Gaurav and Paul, right? Where you're having training you can one training for your right? Then is you will also Gaurav and Gary.
Like countries which are free, would say that old school, like where it's like lucky, I would say. Well, it's the free standard, like it's
Then, so it's okay. So it's like you and Bob, lucky is separate and guided by that is we guide alone.
What I'm saying that if you live it together, what you have
So that is Gaurav, lucky.
and Dinesh is also only.
Right. And then that is working with Manish and his and maybe Kevin Inga will also be Manish and Kevin will have to walk across. Yeah. Kevin is supposed to walk across. You will also do it. Everybody
I request 4 participants to create different groups and
Let them get started. Let them get started on their own. Otherwise, we will 4 hours. That's right. I mean, for them, say, something differently would be making the product as part of
Ladies, would you like some tea? Yeah. Green tea? Now and चलो ना कैसे स्वेटर पहन के बैठी है और बहुत मतलब डेलीकेशन भी ना हो नहीं हाँ अच्छे से आउटसाइड I was looking for the IT guy. If something were, हाँ मैं तुम्हें वही बोला था मुझे नहीं बट वो वही कह थोड़ा लेयर्ड इफेक्ट है थोड़ा हाँ ऐसे ऐसे इट्स जस्ट लाइक नीचे सडनली अ बैंड ऑफ रेड ये हो सकता है क्या अच्छा वो कल खुला ही रखेंगे नहीं वो बस एक वीडियो के लिए बंद किया था वरना खुला ही रखना था Sujata, is my phone here? Yeah. Maybe you could need the time person after okay. And he left the thing after 7 पूरा सूटकेस को इतने सारे में 24 बार उठा के कैसे आऊंगी बट वो सारे में थे वैसे पैकेज नहीं होटल नहीं चाहिए Yes, sorry, ladies. When I ate, we should do a nice warm up before रिकैप की जरूरत नहीं बाहर करते हैं ना ह्यूमन नॉट आपको करते हैं हफ्ते बाहर कभी कभी अपना हफ्ते बाहर करते हैं हफ्ते वाला टुडे दस लोग हाँ बोलो हेलो हेलो दूसरा फोन लेके आओ क्यों ये एम्पीरियल का तो इतने दिन चल रहा था अभी बंद हो गया था उसको बोलो उसके पास एक्स्ट्रा फोन होगा तो क्या देने के लिए एप्लीकेशन देने में तुरंत नहीं देगा 350 रुपये के रिजल्ट। अच्छा तुम दुकान में जाके देखो फोन की जाने और घर से पैसे देके देखो मैंने। ठीक है मैं आके करती हूँ आपको शुक्रवार को ठीक है ओके।
Deserve each other.
Imagine me, I'm so bad. Imagine me, I'm so bad. And this sentence was said. I'm not so bad. Interesting way. We were not interesting. But you provide the maximum entertainment needs for that. So let me know whether it was a great thing you were providing for my weight. Actually, look like क्या job मारते हो? Give forcible giver or what else? Admission giver. Then अच्छा so it is to be a and you wonder about educated there and the artist makes picture नहीं यार ऐसे election Yes, it is संतोष ये हमारा आगे का मान है बड़े बच्चे ये डिजिटल कलर में नाम है एनएफटी वो कॉन्टेस्ट है Yeah, for me.
जैसे चालू करना होता है मुझे फोन पे बात कर रहा है
अरे हुई तो देखी तो चालू होती है चालू करना बंद करना स्टार्टिंग से
Send it. Philip, shut it for it.
चार चीजें जब तक एक्स्ट्रा ज्यादा नहीं मांगेंगे
Send to Chandra directly. Please go and meet Chandra directly. He's free at 5:30. No wonder you're doing all this face bag and trying to. Yes, I yes, they do it for latest and those ऐसे ऐसा मुझे कई बार ख्याल आया था Five to nine meetings are ready. So that is the day to shout it. What is the day? Those were the days. Hello? Yes? हाँ बोलिए हो गया मुझे सब कुछ हो गया हाँ थैंक यू those were the days when you ended up corrupting Meenakshi. Now she also is Hello? Thank you so much. I want the old Meenakshi. I want the old Meenakshi. I did cooperative. Cooperative सुनो मतलब cooperative में है your time 6 बेचारी 50 का हो कितना काम किया उसने रात के 11 so much so she didn't notice all the effort coming to it. You are an intelligent man. I don't know. Why? Why are you being critical of Nokia? मेरे साथ बड़ी critically देखी. इसके डॉक्यूमेंट देख बड़े बड़े लिख दिए उसने वो नहीं जाते. Why you not? वो भी सही बात. मैंने लाइफ नहीं है. she बोल रही है. I really did not. Why you not critical of documents? What is the point of having an intelligent person? Technically, your IQ is higher than both of us. Technically. Okay, but it's what nothing to do with IQ. Observation. Try your IQ to observe, no? एक तो भगवान और भी देखना चाहिए तो जेमिनी को exactly but is it hired him I am married to I have to rely on my husband is close to the lesser of the group is not allowed to please be mindful. मैंने डेल्लास को हायर किया पहले तो वहाँ पे कुछ yeah, because this is the next thing, yeah, no matter what, yeah, but like something that is a person job and does that. But not everyone is I realized that long ago. I don't realize that. You made mistakes and now just relax. So thank you.
I'm boss, yeah, I am number 8. What did you get? Explorer. No, but the first. Explorer. The most. Explorer. And then the third one is the go with that. So, the biggest mistake is so Explorer, yeah. And one, I got what is what? Novel. What we got to say? I just said observer instead of host. Yeah. Explorer and Democrat. One. So you have 1 and 7 and instead of 8. Yeah. And I have similar of 5 and 7. Right. Oh yeah. Too low. 6. Too low? What means too low? Only 7 points. I don't have anything which is single digit. So that's what I don't know what 6. So you're leaving for that 6. Okay. The guardian. Oh. No. And 2 equals 2. Okay, and you are not also. No, but I'm still okay. No, you're 2 is. I have 10. Wait, show me. 19 the same. And 10, 18 close, 12 the same. 18 close. Here is frequency. 20 the same almost. Oh, that's very close. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I don't worry.
Okay, everyone. Which business team will go first?
Yeah, no problem. I can present all systems. But we are using one on the presentation paper. But it's dogs or are we sharing?
You need something you can do.
It's free. Said you're on Skype, please feel free to use it. You tomorrow will have fun.
Yes, sir. Yes. आप स्काइप ऑन करके छोड़ देंगे क्या? किस किस वो लाइव देख सकते हैं, लाइव चालू, लेकिन इंटरेक्टिव नहीं। अभी इस पे सेम दोनों भी चालू रखेंगे तो वो उसके लिए
Okay, guys, here's how we're going to do it. Hello, everybody. Hello.
Attention, please.
Somebody listen to me. So, if I have everyone's attention, that is great. You know, it's a messy room. Creativity is messy. So, come and gather around whichever team is presenting first. I want the business side to talk about a little bit about the pre-work that he or she has done. And in the pre-work, I told you, ask the business guys to what went well and the lessons, what didn't go so well. And what is competition up to? Okay, so these two questions, I want the business side to spend 3-4 minutes talking about it and then sharing the mission. All of us will have a say in the way the mission is. The important thing is not the statement. The important thing is the answers to the three questions. Word splitting we can do later. In fact, word splitting we can have many words tonight, so we put all of them up and circulate it to everyone. So once you finish, please key it into the or give it to someone. Give it to Priyanka. We'll key it and we'll share it with you. So which team is going first? Verghese is going first. Okay. So first Priyanka, and which team is going? Okay, let everyone gather. Before and Jason, from this side. Walk with everybody. Come on this side. Didi, आप भी आ जाइए. Please combine it. Folks, it's going to be a long meeting. Let's start. So let's hear what Verghese has to say. Then we complete the whole thing and then we can give suggestions. We can note them down and then we will shoot. Yeah.
Basically, presenting for a summary of 4 countries: Nigeria, Ivory Coast, Nigeria, and Ghana. Last year, competition, some ideas. So in terms of what has worked well, in the competition targets, thereby consistent net profit in countries of Nigeria and India. That's something we are doing. New products, for example, core products in Nigeria and Ivory Coast in the that's also working. Retail outlets in Nigeria and depots in Ivory Coast. That is also working. Selling cargoes, we have started to our business to Senegal has given such in terms of importing over 350 to 400 tons consistently for years. Local purchases has been a very big key because we have started depots and depots normally it's a situation of demand market giving and the stock with us, so we are going on local purchase. It's something that worked out well, and not only worked out well, it has also given us good contributions. Then keeping buffer and exchange rates for Ghana and Nigeria has worked well. Because we do not have any kind of major surprises in Ghana from third quarter onwards. Because the first quarter, I think there were 3 shipments where we had a problem, but after that we had kept enough buffer in our exchange workings to ensure that there were exchange gains in Ghana and Nigeria. And meat and poultry profitability in Ghana in the third quarter is something which we have been established through better plan. So this is the thing that actually worked well for us. What has not worked well, one is we could not foresee the South Pacific fiasco in India because there's one product that is giving us heavy losses. We have lost some exclusivity of CD and so on in Nigeria. That's partly mainly due to the quota, but still it's a setback.
Ebola crisis in Liberia, first quarter was a setback. Of course, that was something force majeure, something which, but still, we can call it a setback because we lost quite a lot of profitability in this quarter. Then wrong forecasting and non-proactive steps in Ivory Coast have led to a major case for the first 9 months. Then few cargoes in the first and second quarter in Ghana we had lost due to any exchange fluctuations, which we could not foresee. Plus, the most important, which I will not miss out this, since I put it as what has worked well in Ivory Coast and not Ivory Coast, Liberia and Nigeria, we have not been doing that contribution and net profit targets in Ivory Coast and Ghana. So that is something that said that in those times. What is competition doing better than us? In most markets, one singular factor is competition doing better than us is single owner. Large scale operations in a particular country. They operate in one country, large scale operations. Very fast decision making. They do not really, they are able to gel well with the suppliers or traders because they are able to take instant decisions on the minute without looking at, they are definitely on top of the situation. It is owner-based operations in these countries. It is there in Ghana, it is there in Ivory Coast, it is there in Liberia. It is not, and of course, Cameroon is substantial, but it is not there in Nigeria. Nigeria is a different type of system. What do we do better than them? If I look at the inventory turnaround, our inventory turnaround is much better than what competition has. So I know the type of stocks which competition has, and I know their average stock holding days is anywhere between 90 to 150 days. So that's something we can do better than them. And better credit control. I also know that what customers do enjoy from them and what controls we put on them. So, but I won't say what they do is good in both these terms. Therefore, I think that we are definitely doing better than them in both these areas. One of the biggest support we have received is, of course, the license efforts. They have definitely given us a good advantage in both Nigeria and Ghana. So I think that's really good support. But in terms of what support we require, I think we require a more simplified process because one of the areas which I have been faced with the last 11 years of my working with Python is the time a customer spends in getting a single credit. And it takes on average of 20 to 30 minutes for a customer to get anything. So we are not been able to really come out of it. Our processes are in fact getting harder. Today what's happening is your threshold blocks also takes further time. In fact, the 15-20 minutes has gone to even 35-40 minutes. Recently, there is got a call from Ghana also that he is not able to do any billing because of all these blocks which are there in the system. Now, while I agree processes are a must, and processes are very important for ensuring better profitability, at the same time, it is acting more of hindrance to many of the locations, and I think all the country managers will agree out here because we are physically seeing this happening on a regular basis where we are taking almost 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes average to get a simple API out. That's something that we need to work out and find out how to, because they expect, they come to the office, they pay the money, they expect.
The reason why the competitors are doing well is that they are simplified contracts, they are in one country, they focus to take decisions. You are now dealing with the fact that maybe you don't have that budget.
Yeah.
And you're looking at scale. So it's an important point to bring up. How do we gear up a system for scale so that scale doesn't actually come in the way of
some ideas, of course, checking for our production plans.
Which are ideas to come? Which are ideas to come? Because I think combine.
Good. Stocks? Not coming? No, it is in relation to competition. In relation to competition, yes. It's a fact. I mean, if you look at the stock holding of competition, I know exactly what are the stock people are holding in each of them. I see also. I see that solar. When you want to find holding 60,000 of very stocks. Yeah, it took up. There's no doubt that there's scope for improvement. But this statement was in relation to competition. What went wrong? Yeah, yeah. No, plus side, here in the start, I'm not saying it's not plus side. There are no improvements to be done. At least the beginning has been made of those areas, which we will never do. It is not a beginning. Yeah. No, I coming to the mission statement, it is in one is customers to be, that is all customers, one. This is for Nigeria and customers to be all customers once and all. Second, market penetration to higher scope to ensure faster service to the customer. And three, correct data-driven demand to ensure timely replenishment to avoid stockouts and lowers.
Three questions are who is the customer?
Yeah.
How you will do it?
No, product will be pelagic fish. Yeah, pelagic fish. We can put it. Yeah, there are products.
What is unique about doing? What is unique about how you see this business delivery value to customers?
Yeah, I think one of the areas which we are actually evaluating in business is to people. That's one of the areas. That's one area which we will be putting a major focus and concentration. In terms of RPRP, in terms of ensuring better logistics and SCM operations, in terms of understanding the demand planning, in terms of ensuring that daily supply happens across stocks. So this is a major thing, and this is one area which we, yeah, we got distribution with all these challenges. Expanding. It will be expanding. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's a week, fish, meat and protein, and there are little proteins. So that is for sourcing. Exactly. And you should certainly see that. Yes, still in Nigeria was coming to the top and go to the bottom. The contribution Nigeria, yes, except the first quarter of the other crisis. Second, the consumer is getting right from market money. It takes a zero value. It takes it to the market results. Upward. The issue. Right,
Let's take gears and go to so retail is going next. Ravi, you want to do analysis from last year? Nothing is
Okay, so in terms of what has worked well, this is what HR did. Actually, this salesperson ramping up HR for the last few months, and actually think it's what really big for us because we've tried all sorts of targeting, whether it's sales value or contribution or selling quantity targets, and I feel like this is what the best so far. One, because it's very, very clear. It's just one metric and that's it. And also it compares people. We're talking, and it sort of combines that characteristic approach, it's rewards the top performance, but also threatens the bottom three. So I think that's worked very well for us. Of course, the only issue there is sometimes we have top two who achieve 60% of the aggregate payout. But so, but I'm leaving it as it is now, it suits you. The other thing that's worked well is being able to achieve scale through distributors. For some reason, ever since I've sort of joined the business, I've been hesitant to go for distributors because I was told the old big Sam's, one of the reasons the old big Sam's failed because we went to distributors and the versions that came with it. But I actually don't think that's the case. Given that we've got our back end sorted, I think it's the right way to go because in our business, at least in India, the two biggest pain points are inflation and last mile delivery. And going through distributors takes care of both. So we're still in the initial stages of going through distributors, we're not going on a full scale, but I think now that we've got the back end in place in terms of sourcing products consistently, we're now starting to speak to distributors and I'm quite confident they give us a much quicker growth trajectory in the coming months and years. In terms of what has not worked well is this idea that we can sort of run retail and wholesale where they're all in the same org structure. So for example, today our location head in Delhi takes care of all three. Similarly in other locations. And I realized that that's definitely not the right way to go. Retail requires a completely different skill set. So we're in the process, it's not completely done yet, but we're in the process of sort of employing people to sort of separate the two. The other thing that hasn't worked well, which Dan would be happy to hear, is incentivizing based on contribution. This is something that I was very sort of, even though Dan recommended not to, I stuck to it, and it hasn't worked. I always thought, if my location in Delhi, he can decide if you want to increase prices or decrease prices. So why should he, his targets be based on sales and he can control prices? But it's not worked very well, so we've changed that as of last month to purely sales targets. The other sort of issue we've had is that material plan. And I think that's purely just based on the fact that we haven't had someone solely looking at that.
it was sort of on my table to do, and if I wasn't here, if I didn't have the time to do it, then we sort of, that would struggle. Even if we did a week, all of a sudden we'd be stocked out of product by week. So we've now sort of, we've got a deal plan in place, so hopefully that should take care of it. So that's as far as that's concerned. In terms of competition, what the biggest importer of pasta in India, Empire Industries is doing is, I mean, it's crazy that their volumes are way, way higher than anywhere else. Like manifold. They're basically able to bring the lowest possible prices, and we don't even come close. Doesn't help the fact that we now are not even do transfer pricing. Plus the wonderful quality, which in pasta is very difficult to sell because it's commodity. So that's an issue, that's a major issue. Another company is called Resource. We do very well in the HoReCa segment, and this goes back to what Bernie was saying about owner-driven companies. What these guys do well is when you're dealing with HoReCa, a lot has to do with relationships with chefs, with purchase managers. So these guys are able to go themselves, speak to all these guys, whether they're giving them something on the table, or they just have a very good relationship. It's something that works. Now I can't do that. I can't go, to every hotel, in every city. So that's why that's one area where we potentially struggle. And then, of course, Candid Tiger is probably the best known seafood plant today in India, and their biggest strength is their product offering. I think they have sort of 35 SKUs. We want to get there, but we're not there today. Yeah, and overall, I think in terms of what we do better than general competition is, I think we're very focused on ensuring we have consistent supply, even if it's at a high price. So whether prices are very high, Christmas, or we could fly in product rather than bring it as way to the next season dinner, we do it because we believe that in the long run, availability of product will give our brand better recognition. And I think that's what we're, especially in the retail market. Oh, sorry, in terms of supporting the business. In terms of support, we definitely get a lot of good support in terms of financing, accounting, capabilities, and very bad that really helps. But one additional support which I've been speaking about a lot about, and we've just started, is I feel like we'll spend enough time on strategics, conversation or more practical or qualitative discussion. It's more about just pure numbers, which doesn't always help. It helps certainly, but I think a bit more help on that front would really help. The other additional support which I would need, which is something we're talking about, which is Salesforce, something like Salesforce, because a lot of time of mine goes into getting more when we deal with maybe sales person in an organization is follow-up. And it takes up a lot of time, no matter whether it's being someone down the line. And I feel like there's a lot of software out there that automate this and will make this a lot more efficient. So I'm sure we're going to do that. So I look forward to that. That's it. Thank you. We're going to do
yes, we do. But so think it's in the unlike Africa where we wait for a couple of months prices going, it's usually not like that. Because prices generally fairly stable. Sorry. Because I mean, I know if you look at our reporting, it looks like it's a lot, but we've not had. Of course, we've done a lot in terms of reporting on the allocation, mentioned that, but we've not had
just to talk about that. You know, so when you were near expiry or overweight or excess or overweight, I don't think safety for that. So talk about it.
Right, and yeah, and I guess one thing also is when you say retail terms, it's a new product introduction that people always underestimate and there's always impression of okay, we're bringing up the game of land in scale and let's try and get high floods. Which is a mistake, we should say, it's good, like let's get one flood, because after overweight stocks, that's where you struggle, because it's a value product and you end up having to sell a lot at cheaper prices. So to get to that point, I think something we should
So yeah, 6 months old in the system. So the first thing I observed was, in sales there are two critical components. One is salesman and one is delivery. So my first priority in 6 months was to fix it. Now in the sales system, you must have a system, like by which he is operating, so that the customer contact levels are at regular interval. And it has to be every month, not that you meet a customer today, then you go on any day which you wish. It has to be a system, like let us say you are meeting a customer, and 1 week after next, let us say you are meeting. So it has to be totally based on the forms. So that is the system I implemented and it's working well. And the second was what is inside the incentive system, now the prediction of performance. I started what is called as, it's a indexing avenue, rating the performance of my salesmen based on 3 parameters. So the best top 3 are rewarded, and the bottom 3 are 1. And it has been told that if you perform like this for the next 3 months, then you can do it. So this has worked. The guy who was not performing well for 2 months, now last 3 months is the best. So it works. You have to create that fear in your mind, otherwise you take it relaxed. The other thing is timely delivery, because earlier one of the major problem was our customers were not getting product at the right time, sometimes late at night. So with increased number of leads, we are able to achieve that. So these are the 2 positives which has happened. Negative nuances, the productivity in Africa for salesmen, if you compare with India to, that's the biggest challenge I have. Despite fear, despite incentives, it's not going beyond a point. See, percentage like averaging around CPC to this is about 1.2. But in India it's for less than 0.5. Every company will more than 0.5 without it. That is very clear. In Africa, it's a major challenge. Now, I don't know how to handle that. I'm finding it difficult. Because so I've used direct, I've used stake, I've used everything. Still, make the quality of people, make sure we have to change people. And get right people. The young guy is better.
The will and skill. No. I want to do, I have the skills.
No,
I want to do, I don't have the skills.
See, that's why I always prefer talking to a really young guy who can hold it. A guy who is working in sales for 5-6 years, he has no answer. It's difficult to change. Yeah, you have to have a mix, but more of young guys. That is what Unilever does. Yeah, you can mold them the way you want. Yeah. So these are the 2 things which are implemented in the system. Now the third challenge, because I talked about this OD, is that I didn't focus or started to focus on that. Because these were the first 2 challenges, major challenges, because it was affecting the customer. I thought that I'm yes. No, sir, yes. You're fine. Your problem is now. Now everybody is sensitized on it, so they are getting the money so that his customer is not blocked. But the last 2 days I'm here, everything is going smoothly. The guy here said, I told you, these are the
He's not the only issue, even if nobody is there. You're not there, nobody is issue. That's what
No, you have to train, people, now they know what is the limit, so they will not go beyond the limit. I'll take a first chance if they violate any of those. No, no, see, if you delegate with authority, they will do it. But if you don't give them the limits, they will do whatever they want. So, what is the upper limit?
You mentioned the price, literally control the price and value that is really the is not something. We can decide price best. So this is what we do. The price and the selling price is set. And any variation is there that we approve of.
No, that is the exception is not like the approach for any price change have to be independent.
Price change first, have to prove.
See, that is why.
No, so he's going to tell you. So you will,
You can't change.
But he knows the guideline. Suppose if you go to Horeca, he knows if that Horeca business is large volume. He knows what is the price in which he should negotiate. Yeah, it will come to me, but he knows the upper limit and the lower limit. Otherwise, he said that I'll come back to you. That means you are lost the water. He has to give an instant reply.
He continues to serve our customer with the innovative product portfolio at the right time with proper quality and best value. To serve our customer with innovative product portfolio at the right time and with proper quality and the best value.
First customer is your distributor or a CNF agent, whatever intermediary you are. The second customer, from company's point of view, from sales point of view, is your retailer. Consumer is a market agent. That's why it's not a customer. Yes. Because we are selling to retailers, so they are our customers. If they are happy, they will sell our product.
So the brand pool is not coming to
There is no brand at the moment, so that's why we
So
see.
you almost say a famous sense.
Yes, the exam is there, but it's not been advertised to create brand food. But it's not a consumer brand. It's not a consumer brand.
That's why we do this screen. Of course, in our case, retail examples of that. It's not there.
And that's why we call people to that. There's a lot of.
What is that?
You have to advertise so that people know. Otherwise, when you're playing the price game, you should have the brand, you don't play price game. I don't know the situation here, but in Nigeria, we are still playing the price game. And that is why the credit, that is why the OD, that is why the OD.
So that's what, of course, I mean, I know you feel that, but I'm also someone who can buy some product and it is not easy, but my
There is like this, customer is the consumer.
So you can't just cost plus. We cannot, I disagree on this because apart from marketing, one cannot declare. Some customer who is buying, paying money and buying from a retail store. What we can do as sales people is to ensure a first and second customers are happy so that they sell our product.
Demand creation is a marketing program. It has nothing to do with sales. It has nothing, because levers, there are two different. Sales plus ASM comes to ensure product is available. That's all. If it doesn't sell, then you should be one as the marketing may be right or to see it right. So that's their domain.
But when it's so, marketing is
So that, because that is brand creation, either you go to television or go to screen. Okay.
You don't advertise, doesn't mean there's no brand. You have an advertisement, there's big something, there's something else.
Advertisement doesn't mean just newspaper or this. You don't have a shop level if you advertise. You have to use it.
Let's say you are catering to the discerning consumer. The person, organic is not fresh. So then I'm going to make your customer. My customer understands for argument's sake is a discerning and consumer, and of course there are elements of distributor and retailer as well. But think about it. I mean, it's a point to decide it as to how you want to look at it. I see consumer companies that look at distributor. I've seen consumer companies that create huge brand loyalty with the people who actually use their products. I can say that Heinz.
We can't get someone as a
We brand you were talking
today.
Bharat, you were talking about Bharat.
Yeah.
Now they don't spend on marketing, but they are privately retail, but you pay extra money. Yes, that is also me. That is also me. But in that sustainability, tomorrow the Lays decides to cut with more, then you can't sustain it.
So what I only one point here. When you are selling in supermarkets and retail stores, that's where you can get retail sales today. It's hotels,
customer for you is different from customer for you. So this customer is very clear. But when you say the discussion now is who is the least customer? That's a discussion. So is the least customer junior? Or is it no?
See, one second. He's been stressing on the fact that product availability and distributors and all of that. But see, it's not a commodity. When you're paying 700 or 700 rupees for 200 gram packets, 2,500 rupees a kilo, it's becoming a very expensive fish, so we're definitely not paying the price here. Secondly, it's not just about timely availability and distribution and all of that, because yes, it might not be a value-added product, but today someone might like our smoked salmon compared to someone else because of the salt content. It's definitely a production. I completely disagree that it's just about our product showing up and all these other the fact that we shouldn't think about the person, whatever you want to call it, consumer or customer, the person eating our product has to be considered when we talk about all of this. So I think there's a fundamental difference, but also because that's the nature of making the chicken, which is like maybe more commoditized than something like salad.
So therefore, your customer will be customers.
And also the consumer. It might be only.
Oh, yeah, but we can't ignore the person, even though not saying it directly, can't ignore that person.
It's a choice you have to make. I don't know whether they can resolve it right now, but I think we should have an internal discussion and see, because that will shape the way you think and the way you hear out your people.
I completely agree with it. I completely agree with it.
Moreover, is simple. Go to the retail or the provider, just as
You're going to retail directly. Then brand care,
Retail, corporate, you are not into retail. Retail, one is there are products which are not advertised, but they are selling in retail because they get more money. That is what I do.
it's not only market. Listen. We still have a brand there because the packaging that we use is also a brand.
Yes.
It's also a brand. For example, you have a unbranded polythene bag, keep it there. No matter what margin you get, if it doesn't sell.
In a supermarket, they will not keep a product. They will make their own.
Exactly. So the brand is there.
They have to put their own brand name. Like what
I'm saying in that case the brand is there. You're not advertising, but your brand, the packaging itself is advertising.
Right, absolutely. Right from packet, and just put it with their own brand.
So today they are not doing advertising. But the packaging is attracting the fact
See, that's where we the end consumer. I've never bought salmon or cooked salmon in my life. Let's say I walk in and I saw I've got salmon is very healthy. Now, supposing you're putting a recipe, then I'm going to say how easy is it to make. And I say, oh, it's not that difficult. I take four. Now there you're keeping the end consumer in mind because you're trying to create a category for salmon. Chicken will interesting. So I don't know if it is resolving right now in the interest of time, but I think it's an interesting thought.
So, just one last point. Last 3 months, we did an age process sampling. People that we place our sales sample, we handing out flyers, we have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that. That's to reach final consumer. That's to care about it. So it's something we definitely, ignore it. I think the game is ignore.
So that's marketing. That's your marketing. Your market, not sales. That's marketing.
Today, the one what
It's
is
doing the marketing.
It's a marketing activity. One person is doing both the activity, but they are two different activities.
you satisfied that this is easy?
We have to use the same exercise to develop the product there.
So all the inputs in Delhi, please create the questions and send it an email to, can I request to friend Shrikant to him and we compile them and we put forward to suggest your question to be accomplished. Thank you. We will go to Europe now. That's okay with everyone. Yes, quality numbers. After that, we will poultry, then we will aqua. Then we will see what it is. Then we have okay. Europe now. Western Europe, Central Europe, and Eastern Europe. Only Northern Europe is left.
Not suitable. So, I try to keep it as short as possible. I will start in the line of the movie, which I saw our look on the positive sides indicate. So, the thing that worked really well for us last year, as I mentioned earlier, is employment people. We are extremely happy with the people we have now, and hopefully it will give us really good results next year. And what we did also really well, more than the years before, also focus on quality of the products because we are in our commodity market, but still there are products we can choose and different kind of levels of quality. We really try to make people aware that when they see the T on the cartons, it means that they are safe with us. And even if there are some small issues, because there are always easy issues that which again are lower and lower every year, they can be confident that we address it very fast and we fix the issue very fast. What we did also extremely well last year was to focus on the quality of the service we are giving to the customer. Our customer service is actually, it's not like what we say, it's what our customers say about us. We are the best in Poland. In the sense that we address their demands very fast, and whatever they need, we try to solve the problem. I would like to say, and I believe that is true, is that we offer solutions, not products, most of the time. And what we have done is to increase our relationship with the customers, even when it is such a competitive market. the relationships we have are extremely important. A lot of the orders we get are based on the fact that we have such a good relationship, we have very good quality and we very good service, but the base of all this is the relationship we are having. I would like also to say that we are not the cheapest company in Poland. Actually, our prices are always higher than the competitors. But what helps us to get the orders sometimes is the fact that we have an extremely large range of products. We are the company in Poland with the largest basket of products, 130 products, and that's extremely impressive because first of all, we are the only ones, and second, we have built this over the last 5 years. It's not something that is very organized. Also, if you look at the products we have sold, more and more value-added products against the pelagic which we used to sell. Of course, we still sell pelagic, but not in the same quantity as before. So our focus changed quite a lot in the last 2 years, and this 2015, I could say that it paid off this change of focus because it helped us in a very difficult market situation. And what we have learned from all this is that we need to pay extremely high attention to retaining on the HR side, retaining our employees and making sure that they get the right training, they get the right tools to work. We have invested locally in additional training for some IT purpose, and we have also invested in some software programs which help us to handle our stocks easier and also to communicate the information faster between us and our auditors because they use the same system and the program is using the same system. So the coordination is not online, but the integration of the data is extremely fast. Also, and that help the people and also we need to issue these local invoices, which this system we can book in advance and we can, for example, we sell products we don't have. It's a reality. We do that quite a lot. And to sell products you don't have, SAP can help you actually because you need to create the stocks to book the orders. But in this new system, and this is for our own use to make sure that, for example, especially now when we have food sales people in Poland, for example, we need to make sure that we have only 20 tons of what Michal and Jolanta are not selling the same product twice. Because if this is not done somewhere electronically, when everybody in the office can give them information, on real time, we can have, when we work only with SAP, we have this problem actually. We also this is that 3 times once because SAP didn't give the correct information. And we don't want to have those kinds of situations. We have hundreds of Excel files and all that, and it doesn't work because of terrible waste of time. So we increase our productivity and we got this program in December. The implementation is going on now, and we will be finalizing somewhere during February. Hopefully from 1st of March, this program will be fully functional, and then our stock situation will be better, and also we will have better focus, better coordination with our auditors and with the Huddle, which are outsourced functions for us. So it's extremely important, and nobody works on SAP in these countries in any other service providers. Nobody is using SAP because it's too complex and it's very costly as well. It's extremely costly compared to local solutions. So we have to go with that one. Of course, we are using SAP for our things. What we have learned also was about the relation with our suppliers, which is extremely important. And we have realized that the market is moving from a customer market to a supplier market. At this moment of time, we have quite serious issues in getting the products. We ended up telling the supplier just ship whatever you can, just put it on water for us because we need the product. Before we used to be very conscious about needs and ATA and whatever, and now it's just ship wherever it comes because we need the products and the products in the market available. The price situation is really high. For example, the price increase by about €2 in 1 year. In even in that case, the product is not available. So, regulation does apply for the student development. And what we learn also is the financing part of the business, which we are extremely careful with, but in the last few months we realized actually how important it is to keep our financing under control and also to see it cycle, because all these changes in the market dynamics, what happens increases actually our business cycle. Because for a lot of products, because of the our situation, because of the accurate availability of the products, we have to actually take the local partners, which we have not done before. But to make sure that we have the products that we can reach our targets, we have to do it. We have simply no choice. And as we see today, the market is going towards that direction. So we expect that in the next financial year, our city cycle will actually increase because of all these issues where the suppliers are becoming stronger and stronger because they have less products, the prices are higher, and too many people demanding the products. So actually, the only way we can get the product is quantity, of course, but we have the roads and we have a good relationship, but still, we need to do something also. So sometimes we come to agreements, okay, let me pay one contract now and give me at least 10 days to pay the next one or something like that. It's not working all the time. This is not wrong, it's just a matter that to get the product, you need to pay earlier than you used to. Because the supplier has a much smaller hand at the moment than they had a year ago, for example. There is a supply market. Originally, when we started, it was more of a customer market. There are a lot of products available. The quote was 3.2 euro. So this is just not more than 3 years ago. And today it's 6.5 euro for the same product. The limitation of the product. First of all, availability of products. So the packaging was less products are also similarly to what given the prices lack of availability and also the fact that Western Europe can pay prices. So they are selling to even UK pays a higher price for coffee, for example. You cannot compete with them. So normally when the product is available, everything goes to UK, then goes to Spain, then goes to Germany, then Denmark, Sweden, Norway, and whatever is left for the others. And we cannot agree with that kind of thing because then we cannot see that for us. And we are the biggest seller of coffee that's important today. We build this reputation in the last years. So we need to be able to provide product because this product is very also other products we are selling. So it is a must for us. And yes, and but also for coffee we have a similar situation, for example, New Zealand. So and New Zealand they don't, I mean they give us the payment terms as we pay before ACA, but it only was 100 credit. Originally we had to pay before levy, around 30%. Now we managed to do this 100% after levy around 10 days before ACA or so. But the less products are there, the payment terms are becoming stronger because other people just send them the money. And it doesn't have
I will give you an example of coffee, which is very but I believe coffee was always selling. For us, it's a big sale because it's over 1,000 tons a year. So it's pretty much always in there. But for instance, Poland, I was not selling anything. The Polish market didn't take anything because it was, they say that it was a high price. It was 5 euros, about 5 euros for a year or something. And then what happened was there was deep increase in quota, and the prices of quota dropped tremendously. It dropped till 3.2, 3.1, and so on. And it was introduced to every market. It was Spain, it was France, it was Germany, it was, well, England was always there, but it was introduced all over the place. And actually, at that moment, everybody said that it was impossible to move it and so on. But then, when it finally got to move because it was cheaper, and the quality of what is actually at the very top level, now the situation is after 3 years, it came up to the highest highest possible price that ever been on the market, and still in selling. I sold last 2 years ago. I sold 1,200 tons, and the year after I sold also 1,000 tons, even though the price was 30% higher or so.
Is it higher now?
It is recently this is the highest ever, and still there is no now there are no quantities available. I mean, there is sharing. So, and also we have to set up the price as for instance, so that we have to pay the same price as they are doing in because nobody is now willing from the supplier to give a special price to the other market because there is market.
So what's going to go is perhaps that the price affect others. That's what is going on. Therefore, the solution would be
We have already started, increasing the purchases of hockey. For example, the hockey, the year before we did around 150 tons, and now we did almost 600. So we are working on this, but the solution for the hockey is to stop payment, as I told you. We need to pay them as before it is. We need to stop it, and that is affecting our consumer cycle. So we have reached our sales, we have reached our targets, quantity, revenue, profits, everything, but at a higher cost, in the sense that our specificity cycle, it is increased against the target with 2 days. And we were never against target with 2 days for any of our economical indicators. And 2 days for us is a lot. Exactly. But of course, we have that if you look at the overall, it's actually in a good place, and we found the substitution, and always we are working on these things. But I think if this trend will continue in the next year, we will have to look for the CPC cycle target to absorb, and also the funding availability to absorb this change to the CPC cycle.
If you have a lower price, you can get much more margin out of the product. If the prices went up tremendously, the margin shrinks even percentage-wise, obviously, and then to get again prepayment for this product is even worse because you need to again lower the price. There is no space for giving this prepayment options. So that's why it also from 80,000 euros per container, it came up to 140,000 euros per container. So there is for one. So there is a lot of savings.
We have this always discussed.
Yeah, reform. If the SAP were not able to handle the products, and therefore we have to look for that's something we have to check out.
The problem is it's not internally. The problem is that we cannot integrate SAP with our organizational support. We cannot do that. So then the cheapest option for us to buy the software cost us 500 euros. And they came with free training and everything. They spent 1 week in our office setting up all the computers and everything for 500 euros. So it was about compliance actually, it was not about yes, because now we are reducing our work on certain things. Like everybody, we had Julius and Monica that had to spend every day 2 extra hours in the office to fix paperwork. Now it's already reduced to 1 extra hour, and hopefully, they will come to normal time, and then they will stay overtime only when we are, end of the month and crisis situation, but not every day. No, it has nothing to do with our economic. So from compliance perspective, I'm seeking to increase our productivity. So what went wrong, I would say. I already addressed this. So,
I just request you to be a little brief because we have 3 more presentations that I want them all to stay awake.
So this was actually already covered the vaccines in the supply part. So that was the only thing that went really wrong for us actually, the supplying part of that change. we have to change our strategy. What I already mentioned, I already covered that. So the employment and the focus on policy and quality of service and relations customer is going really well. So coming to the mission statement, yeah. So what we came here with one sentence would be to provide higher quality products at market price, focusing on increasing business user level customers, offering ever increasing range of products and services. But we had this conversation before because we have actually a wide range of customers. And that's why we mentioned reliable customers. Because our customers can be even another importer if they run out of stock, can be a wholesaler, can be a distributor, can be even a restaurant. If they want to come and pick up a couple of products, they are welcome to do it. So our customers can be more or less anybody, except private people. So but even we have the legal compliance to sell even to private people if we want to. So we even have that possibility. No, we are second or third to consumer, generally.
Talk about relations with customers and so on. At the moment when we go a little bit lower than we supposed to, we are a competition to our own customers. And this important with the relations and with the owners, because I work mainly with the owners of the companies, but they are fine and they are doing it. If this would happen, we can forget about business for another 2 years or so. So actually, this is very important to stick to the level where everybody is on. Because if you're going to go a little bit lower, you want to seek for the extra margin or something, then you're going to destroy what you already built, and we are building it with spoon slowly. So it is growing from the company. The second question. Yes.
The other problem is that we don't have the infrastructure to go deeper, and we should not even consider that because an investment was extremely big and it's not profitable. That's we already analyzed that level and it's not workable for us. One for 140. It's only fish. The problem is really only fish, no meat, no product.
The next company that's close to us as a trader, as a company like this, in Poland is I've been having about 60 products, maybe 60 products or so. So we are, and the thing is that those 140 products we are having. It's not like we can have it or something we are having it. Also what we were talking about over this is also something to bear in mind because if you have a wide range of products, you need to have also the stocks, and the stocks are different in the different seasons. So whereas certain things you can sell it, and then you have the gap. So sometimes
I've been saying that relatively speaking, your market is more mature than all other markets, and all markets will eventually renovation what they are.
Actually, the thing is that everybody has its own role in the market. So if you want to step up into some other's role, there is a problem. There will be everybody.
Immediately people will react.
Exactly. And everybody knows it. Everybody knows.
So you wait for consumption levels and population to go up to increase your.
No, we cannot shut down.
Yeah. Most important actually that we keep some portfolio of customers and having increasing the offer, we can increase the sales of customers. So we increase. So if we, for instance, they are buying 20% of fish or 30% of fish from us because we have, for instance, I don't know, 80 products. Now when we have 140, they are buying 50%.
So this is a pretty good part.
Service.
You mentioned service.
Yes.
Is service important for the rest of you? Is it mentioned in your vision?
Flexibility service.
Timely delivery get service.
I can use your timely delivery is good.
The third point we mentioned, vision statement.
So this vision statement is what you will finalize and share with the teams down. Like, don't leave anything to chance. Service needs to be there as a whole. Put it there. Like they talk about reliable, so don't work with people and mess up the market. It's interesting to see how far away is the Africa market relatively, and there are lots of ups and downs, and this market may have gone through one of the lessons. You are one end of the spectrum.
What is the question?
Yeah, that's actually services
It is being very flexible towards customers. Actually, we act on what customers says, and we try to bend to the customers, not the other way around. It's very important because actually, of course, there cannot be any. I would say, go too far with their demands or something, but generally we tend towards the customers, not the other way. So the service is extremely important, and it is in logistics. So doing it as fast as possible, giving the information as fast as possible to the customer, and also in holding their stock. For instance, for a longer time, if they want to, they pay for it, but we give them option that they can, for instance, hold the product. We can, as we said at the consumer program, we can sell the product before it reaches the whole store and everything. So we have them, they can even pay for the product. So they can pay for it, I don't know, 2 weeks or 3 weeks before it is coming in. So, so this is we have a lot of options for them, and we are not, we are very flexible, and we are open for suggestions from the customer. We are
Service, you said service, but we didn't know.
Change the culture of Nigeria. Like in India,
Normally has a rule, but it's not something that happens every day. So, but we sometimes for when we have very few products in certain times, we book against prepayment simply because we don't want to take any risk. And so we need a product, we can push them a little bit at that point in time.
Actually, I would say that this year, like see that this year really is a supplier market. Everywhere you turn, most of the products that you turn, caught from New Zealand, caught Russian, Nototenia, all the Spanish products. Everything is lucky actually. So you have to actually fight much more with the supply of that. And then actually you can give towards the customers that are reliable and so on. Kind of a gift, almost, that they're going to be the first to get the product. Not only some of the others that are just here and there. For instance, if there is a limited quantities of some products, I am not selling at all to importers or any competition.
Do you have strategic accounts in your business model? Is it relevant?
Yes.
Which businesses have strategic accounts? Strategic accounts.
Yes, of course. We have people which are buying, as Nima said, up to 50% of all selling from us. But in case of Europe, we are limited by credit insurance, and in case of two customers, we have a special contract which was agreed from so to give them above the insurance fees. And those are people which are buying huge quantities from us and they pay. So those are only two exceptions. Actually, we always have the payments here.
Anybody else? Strategic accounts? Anybody?
yeah, we have to. We can talk it. It's a strategy. We do that for 100 companies. So, what kind of math that is a bit
So one of the things as other countries also start selling more is perhaps I don't know how relevant it is. Maybe you are the best person to say, but maybe you want to think about how can strategic accounts be managed and how can other countries learn to way of managing it. It is not right now, but any
It is contact, basically relationship. I mean, eventually you have a key accounts manager. Accounts manager who is handling.
it's not just structure, it's also policy and process. And maybe going forward,
Process sometimes like credit. Also, KFC is a big account for me.
Yeah, but I think what you're saying is that, that sharing of information to that is so good for the how to and that is so key. And how to do this should happen. Because obviously, we always said that if that we're in Africa, that the knowledge we have is if we have knowledge of India, what will happen in India will happen in 5 years. If we will not convince, but the knowledge that here we have, there's something to see. We have India, we have India, and we have Africa. And all of them have to work with each other. We have to say that we have India, we have Africa. So that sharing of the good service that's process.
Exactly, I am very aware that we are in the now, that is very important that it becomes.
Because it's sharing of information.
That's what I'm saying. I'm only when showing him, for example, the other topic. 140 percent. SKU, look at the number of products, the product base, the services we offer, all that stuff is created. That's what we're looking for. Also, you're not the number of customers you compare with them. So you can manage the result. If you have same volume, you have to sell it 100,000. So the way you will handle with your story different.
Some.
We have almost 200 customers. It's
I'm
all-
trying to say I can get you with 20,000. That's the result. That's the
Don't have those. I think I haven't decided very well. Recall has not only the people we sold to, not all the people we want.
The way I try to get the sharing that is to it, we find a fixed fee. There must be a specific objective that's in the agenda. Once everybody, if you're going to share, that's in the agenda. I think it's look at the, I'm sure there's a very good direction. And there should be several we, with one or 3 months of the, no way.
Then there's all the issues segment for third party sales as well. It's structured, the previous, I think, so
The policies are sales made by traders. This is two, none of them, that's it. Opportunity.
Just thinking of the policies. Certainly must have all the most valuable customers for the products which you can offer with confidence with the best customer service.
Who's your customer?
Most level importers. Any importer who has level and can be take import. Only importers.
I have customers also, the customers that don't have any money.
Yeah, that's import. Any import, level.
The other focus group of customers that we have is our CI customers. We are CI customers in their customers as well, or is there the opportunity to work with and for how do you, are they your customers, potential customers, or are they who will be exclusive with their customers? How do you handle this situation? Therefore, we're selling the CI customers in the and the web are not the customers. That's good. Your CI customers are not your customers. Right? And we are targeting this, and how do you get this matter? It's very we are common customers. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Common customers. Right.
Okay, let's everyone stand up. Turn to the person on your right and give them a handshake or a hug, depending on your level of. Now raise your right hand and put it on your left shoulder and say, good job.
Excellent. Why we partial to right hand? Depend on the rules.
So after entry we have aqua, then we have blue, then we have capital, and then we have
Okay. What has worked well for us in the COVID division is the new team we have. They are set, they are willing to take on challenges and to make changes. Another thing that has worked well for us is the continuous R&D in terms of peak combination. We took on a lot of trials using different peak combinations.
if people can't see you, why don't you turn around? Yeah, and also request you to keep it short. Just tell us the top things that worked well, and because otherwise there will be less time for the rest of it. Instead of what worked well, what didn't work.
Okay, the peak combination, using different peak combinations to arrive at a particular peak that will give us the best results. And then for all the input ingredients, we started sending them for testing. That is all whether maize, soya, we tested them before using them in the video. Then improvement in chip quality. In the past, we were relying heavily on the day-old chips from outsiders, but now we have our own DOC. and the quality is much better than what we had. So that gives a good start to the boiler division. Then management practices. We were focusing on the implementation of SOP. We have a division, the health and QC, that goes down to check and ensure that the SOPs are followed, and if there's any deviation, they are highlighted and we meet regularly with the partners. Another thing that has worked well is differential payments of rolling charges based on performance. So for each farmer, even though we give the same area, the same input to them, DOC, same, feed ingredients, everything, but the result depends on the management. So for that, they are compensated. And the more we understood the buyers, we call the farmers, we show them the result that this is possible, and that based on what you do, get compensated. So they were all geared. Now there is healthy competition among the farmers. We're able to get better results than what we were getting in the past. And people willing, they are all willing to expand. Then logistics, timely evacuation of the farms. Once the birds are ready, and we're able to evacuate them, we gain on the FCR mortality. We reduce the mortality and the growing days, and then of course the turnaround period is faster for us. And all our system of clearing, we ensure that there is no disease transfer from the smaller birds to the bigger birds. So when we supply a farm with QC, we give them all the QC at the same time so that there's no age difference in the QC. And this has given us tremendous results. And then the processing plants increase their production from 5,000, 7,000, 7,000 to enable us to evacuate the farm so that there's no bottleneck at the farm. So all those have worked well for us. What has not worked well? Material planning. We were not able to stock the raw materials, especially maize, when it was in season. At the end of the day, we had stock out of maize. And not only stock out, we are now buying at a very high cost. From our budget figure of 50 naira, we are now buying today in 75 naira. So if we had done good planning, we would have been able to stock the materials and go back at higher price. And then when we planned the expansion, we thought of the processing plants, but we did not address logistics as the case of feed mill. So that the cost of distribution of feed to the farmers became very high, and then we have the vehicles stopping on the road. We have stopped out of feed in some farms because we did not address logistics when we thought of expansion. So that has really affected us and increased the cost of feed to the farmers. And then inadequate provision of poultry. When we produce at processing plants, we are supposed to transfer immediately to distribution. But there was a bottleneck because there was no adequate provision of poultry at distribution end. So that when we send trucks, they are lying at the office, not uploaded, and it creates a bottleneck at processing plant. And at the end of the day, quality is compromised because the no air circulation is filled to the brim, and they were able to produce the next day. So this has really affected the quality and the quantity we are doing. Then infrastructure gaps, like for the breeder, we need to have additional layer fed to be able to be self-sufficient in DOC production, because now 20% of our DOC requirements we still have to outsource. So there are gaps there. Even in the processing plants, it's only now that we're just trying to use up capacity for the glass freezer. When we talk of increasing capacity, we have not addressed every aspect that needs to be looked into. So that has affected us too. Then overstretching the processing plants. We were producing much more than the processing plants would take. At the end of the day, mix up the sizes and the quality is compromised. what competition is doing better than us. Our competition, I mean, you are far ahead of us in terms of feed, quality, and combination. They have pelletized feed, who are using mash. But now we are buying for competition in combo feeds, which we should automatically, ideally be producing on our own, which is of course increasing the cost of it, because we are not doing it in-house, we are buying for competition. And for competition too, they have their own outlets, so they're able to push out the frozen chicken. Or whereas in our own case, it's accumulated in the cold rooms and we are not able to process more. What we are doing better than the competitor is that the quality of our day old chicks is far better than the competition, because we have bought day old chicks for competition and found out that we have problems. But because this is our own DOC, we have control on the biosecurity, the final quality or the quality of the day old chicks as per standard. That is why our mortality, our FCR, everything is now under control because we are using our own AOGs. What support we are getting? In terms of research and development for feed, we got really good support from management, the senior management team, and then procurement of feed concentrates. They help a lot, and infrastructure to ensure that there is no downtime at the processing plant. Of course, we still need more assistance in terms of the engineering department, because we have frequent breakdown of glass filters, which affects the production. Because every day we are not producing, it has a multiplier effect on the farms, because the birds take over, they become overaged, and then the FCR goes high. But if we are to have a seamless operation and processing plant, we should put in place maintenance structure and preventive maintenance so that we don't have downtime. Yes. So that the downtime is reduced and the processing becomes seamless. Thank you. Okay.
Our vision is to provide affordable and healthy chicken products through integrated poultry businesses, partnering with outgrowers in the countries we operate in. Our mission to be a leading lowest cost poultry producer using best practices for breeder to process chicken. In our case, our customers are all non-veg consumers and outgrowers. Product is chicken product and unique, always affordable and healthy.
If you are having issues of transportation, problem with transportation, where will that where will we have the targets and budgets of that? Also for the university programs. Making of course is that's the other one. Planning. No, but this is what this is in Nigeria, your ongoing is your area of that's also important. So who is going to do this? Because it's what I'm saying is, it's an opportunity, it's an internal opportunity to be it's an opportunity for us to increase our business, providing rates. Therefore, should not be somewhere it will come in the business area as well. We don't actually provide the
That's not. What I'm saying is that it's an opportunity for us in trade to supply meals. And this opportunity will grow as we grow. It is maize today, it's soya tomorrow, it will be maize for ragi next year, but we will service people. It is growing area for trade. That's just a point I make. And once it's created,
Particularly, November, December, and January. These are the 3 months in a year where the heat forest, each year, there is a cycle of growth. And October, November, December, May, in this 3 months. This is the period in Nigeria and the Ghana. There is a product cycle, and these are seasonal, like say 2.5 months is a gap.
I think it's a good job done. We still have few more, but we will give you a 10-minute break. Tea, I think there is tea, and then we'll come and finish it. You must close the job today. Thank you for your patience. Please come back in 10 minutes sharp. Yeah, Money no for the company. Hello? कौन बोल रहे हैं? कौन? राजू दादा, हाँ 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 जी, बोलिए, नमस्कार। एकदम अच्छे हैं, एकदम अच्छे हैं दादा। नहीं, मैं बाहर हूँ, पर कोई बात नहीं, हम बात कर सकते हैं। अच्छा, मैं आपको ये मेरा लाइन SMS कर रही थी अभी। अभी करती हूँ, हाँ, आप वो उसी पे करिए, हाँ। चलो जाएंगे, तो मैं वॉशरूम आज सोच रहे हो। So just count how much you want to tell us how much you want to. What happened? Yeah, I'm listening, but don't shout, don't cry. You had your medicine. Okay, what happened?
Coming.